What is up YouTube, I'm Royal, I'm ranked 1 Wildrift, and one of my personal favorite champions just got some massive buffs, and that's EKKO. EKKO received some massive buffs on his passive for his jungle clear, but where the biggest buffs lie are on his first ability, giving him very good wave clear in the mid lane, but also giving him a very fast clear. And this is why I'll be showing you two gameplays today. One gameplay where I'm playing him mid lane and one gameplay where I'm playing him jungle, since EKKO is really strong on both of these roles right now. But first, let's talk about his build real quickly. I've seen a lot of EKKO players go Lich Bane first. However, I do think, after doing quite a bit of testing, that the most optimal build is rushing Boots of Mana and then going into Gnasher's Tooth instead. The extra attack speed makes his combos feel so much smoother while giving you a little less AP, a little more ability haste, and while Lich Bane is more of a burst item, Gnasher's Tooth allows you, after your combo, if the enemies are low HP, you can finish them off with a few more overattacks and gives you quite a bit more sustained DPS, which definitely helps with the jungle. So in the jungle, always go Gnasher's Tooth. In mid lane, you can choose between Gnasher's Tooth and Lich Bane. However, I do recommend Gnasher's Tooth, since that's what I've had the most success with. As your second item, you're going to be picking up Infinity Orb to start doing a lot of damages. It also synergizes very well with your second ability passive that also does more damage when the enemies are low HP with your overattacks and your third ability. Then you're going to pick up Death Cap third. Super important to get Death Cap as your third item on EKKO because his AP scalings are extremely high, so he benefits a lot from Death Cap. Then you're going to get Queens as your defensive item, and then you can finally pick up Lich Bane. Of course, if the enemies have a lot of shielding, Ocean's Trident can actually be a really good item on EKKO too. However, I do think you need these three core items first, and then you can build Ocean's Trident, Lich Bane, or Crown of the Shattered Queen, depending on what you need the most. For your runes, I play with extremely aggressive runes. So I'm taking Electrocute now after the First Strike nerfs. However, I think First Strike is also a decent option. In the mid lane, I definitely recommend Electrocute. In the jungle, you can pick between Electrocute and First Strike. I'm still not sure which one is better after the First Strike nerfs. However, I've been playing Electrocute. Then you can take Gathering Storm to make your late game insane. Also, like I said before, EKKO has really high AP scalings, so he benefits a lot from additional AP. So Gathering Storm is really good on him. Then Giant Slayer for the most part. If the enemies really don't have a lot of high HP targets, you can go for Coup de Grace. Then finally, you can take Alacrity or Bloodline. However, I found I already get quite a bit, I get enough attack speed with Gnasher's Tooth. So Bloodline giving that extra sustain has been a little more valuable to me. However, you can also go Alacrity and obviously Tenacity if the enemies have a lot of CC, which will also help you not die before you use your ultimate, right? Because one of EKKO's biggest issues is you get crowd controlled and then you can't use your ultimate, and that's a massive issue for EKKO. So Tenacity can actually be good too. However, for the most part, I get Bloodline. And then I take Sudden Impact. However, if you really want to play it safer in the laning phase, you can go for a Resolve, last page, checking Bone Plating, Second Wind, or Nullifying Orb. Another thing that you can do, however, I'm not a big fan of, is going for the Resolve page. Something like this, with Bone Plating or Second Wind versus really tough matchups, and then taking Gathering Storm or Sudden Impact on your last rune. However, this is a very defensive rune page. I don't personally recommend it, but as long as you can survive the early game with EKKO, your mid and late game are really strong, so this rune page is also acceptable. Finally, for your summoner spells, you're mostly taking Ignite Flash. However, Exhaust can be good situationally if you're playing against Fizz, a Zed, a Yasuo, even though EKKO does really good into Fizz and Zed because your ultimate counters their ultimate. However, into some aggressive matchups you can go Exhaust. However, for the most part, I do recommend Ignite. Now let's jump into our two gameplays where I'm going to be playing jungle and mid lane. Jumping into the jungle game first, I actually think EKKO might just be the best jungler this patch, especially since Youmuu's got nerfed and most of the other jungle champions that are really strong right now do abuse Youmuu's. However, obviously EKKO is an AP assassin, so he doesn't really care about Youmuu's. So I'm gonna start with Pink Ward, immediately run to my top side, place the Pink Ward, and then recall and actually get the sweeper. This is very common for junglers to do because that way you can actually protect yourself from getting invaded and getting some vision in case Kindred wants to invade me. And I also have the sweeper, which is more useful for me when I go for ganks. So I'm going to immediately start with my first ability and beat down the Krug camp while trying to damage all of them a little bit so my first ability can finish it off. That was actually a very fast first clear on the Krug camp. I'm very impressed by the buffs already. Kindred is gonna mark us so he knows exactly where we are. We're gonna take our second ability, level 2, because now our auto attacks after the camp has less than 40% HP, each auto attack does additional missing health damage. So this is definitely what you want to be doing to maximize your clear speed. I pulled the red buff into the bush to make sure that Kindred wasn't actually doing some crazy level 2 invade, which slowed down my clear a little bit, but better safe than sorry, am I right? If we got invaded there and lost our red buff, it would be GG. Since I'm playing versus Kindred, I'm going to do a slightly different clear, where I'm going to go to my blue buff after taking my 3 camps bot side, because in case the Mark spawns topside, he might look for an early fight, and I need to be ready for that. So unfortunately the Mark spawned on the other side of the map, which I can't really contest. The thing is, what I could have done is taken 3 camps and then waited to see where the Mark would spawn and go to that side. However, I have Zed versus Lucian mid, and Lucian mid is one of the best early game champions in the first few levels. Of course, he's gonna destroy my Zed in lane and he's not gonna have priority. So me knowing that, if I went to do an early fight, Zed would not be able to follow, Lucian would come, and I would die and we would lose the game. So this is the game knowledge that you need to have to start making these types of decisions, and I'm here sharing it with you. So again, when you have a hard losing matchup, and again my bot lane is also losing because we have a Malphite, right? Malphite is super useless before his ultimate. So if I went to contest that Mark, I would most likely die, give up another Mark, and really set our team behind. Even though they are already behind because my dual lane is actually just getting destroyed down in the bot lane. So I'm gonna start building towards my Nashor's Tooth after I got my mage boots. Kindred is actually going for a very aggressive dive. They're already losing 3 platings in the bot lane. My bot lane is getting destroyed actually, wow. I don't think there's much I can do. Oh, Lucian is here, so I'm gonna look for a fight on Lucian. He drops his exhaust early, and now Zed can come in and there's no exhaust for when he ults. Here's the Kindred ult, we're just playing it safe, we're waiting for their cooldowns, and now Zed and me can go in. Still have my ulti up, so I'm not really concerned. I'm gonna ult back now that they're low, and now me and Zed can definitely clean up. I wanna go on the Kindred actually. I can flash over and just beat him down. Nice. Nice, and we're able to clean up the Xayah, the Lucian, and the Kindred. So it's a really good start for us. I'm gonna check his camps, even though I don't think any of them are up. Yep, because he started topside. I'm gonna go back and start clearing my jungle again. This was actually super useful because my dual lane was really far behind. But now, Jhin was able to get 2 kills off of that. So hopefully that puts him back into the game and we don't need to worry about our dual lane feeding too much. We're gonna go back to farming our jungle. EKKO is one of the weakest early game junglers. However, his mid to late game is really insane if you can get to your item power spikes. And this is why he's so good in the jungle, because it's super easy to farm in the jungle. I don't know if you guys have noticed in your games, but junglers usually have the most gold, because jungle camps just give so much gold. So we pick EKKO in the jungle so we can farm super quickly. Oh. Unfortunately, EKKO or Singed instantly died, so we couldn't really counter gank there. That's unfortunate. EKKO is one of the best counter gankers with his second ability as well. He can really turn those fights around. But we're gonna go back to our farming. Unfortunately, bot lane Skull Crab spawned with the Mark again, and that's pretty far away from us. It's pretty far away from Kindred too, but he's running there immediately. Zed actually dies in the 1v1. I don't think I'm gonna be contesting that Mark. I'm just gonna be playing for myself. I'm gonna go base to pick up my components. And then I'm gonna immediately run to Herald. Like I say in most of my videos, Herald is pretty much always better. So of course we're gonna go for that first. Kindred is actually kind of getting greedy there. I don't know what he's doing. He does have his ultimate, and Malphite has no ult. Maybe I can look for something on the Yone. Nah, no follow-up there. Even though Singe is actually really good at setting up ganks, this Yone is playing really well to avoid those ganks. So now we're gonna start the Herald. The enemy team is going for Infernal Dragon, so it will just be a trade, which of course we're very, very happy with, because Herald is broken. Seems like Yone is kind of coming here, but he definitely can't. So now I got the Herald, I'm gonna immediately go mid lane. If you guys watched my jungle macro guide, this is the Exodia play that I talk about. I'm gonna drop the Herald mid lane, I'm gonna clear the wave, I'm gonna do some damage to it before the Herald hits. Boom! Get me that gold! I share a lot of it with Zed, but that's a 1k plus gold play right there. So we're definitely very happy with that. Ooh, maybe I could have actually gone in there. Zed didn't have ultimate, so I didn't want to fight, but maybe that was a chance for a play. So even though I can get my Nashor's Tooth, I want to farm my jungle camps, because the faster I kill them, the faster they're going to respawn, and the more gold I'll be able to get. Another tip for you guys in the jungle, make sure you clear your jungle camps as soon as they're up. There's a little fight in the bot lane, I can definitely follow the up. Oh, I'm Polymorph, smite the Lulu. Ooh, I ulted too late. I need to ult a little sooner to get the Xayah under my ulti, but that's fine, we're gonna get the double kill. I'm gonna actually immediately push out the wave, and I kinda wanna look for turret platings here. I think I can get one more turret plating and push out one more wave. So this wave was good that I pushed it out. This wave, it's honestly not great. My dual lane did get solo killed, so I don't really trust him to carry the game, so I'm just gonna kind of hog a few more resources than I should, even though I do lose some gold on it, right? I don't get the full amount because I'm playing jungle. I'm gonna go ahead and steal some farm from my team anyway. Definitely don't recommend you guys do that. Pushing the first wave is fine. Second wave, it's a little greedy, and now it's really up to me to carry after I got all that farm, because I did set Jhin a little far behind. But that's okay, I trust myself to carry. Now I'm gonna go back to my red buff, pick up my red buff, and clear topside. I do see Kindred, so I'm not worried about him going for the mark topside. He's just going back into his jungle. So now we're gonna go clear topside camps, get all that yummy gold, get our items, and get really fed. After Nashor's Tooth, your clear is really fast on EKKO. Look how fast I'm clearing these camps, especially after the buffs. We're just destroying the camps. So do you see Kindred going for another gank bot? Okay, I'm gonna immediately go and check his topside jungle. I'm gonna play cross map. His Krugs are up, so I'm gonna go for his Krugs. And I can probably look for a dive top, or if... I guess I don't even need to dive, because he's fighting already. So I'm just gonna place my second ability on his clone. And he comes back perfectly, ready for me to one-shot him. I'm gonna ult on top of him now. Very good setup from the Singed, and that's actually a really good kill to set the Yone behind, and it's gonna allow us to get the first turret. Kindred was able to get a successful gank bot lane. He got 2 kills, but he went down, and that's actually gonna give us our second item. We have the most gold in the game. Only Xayah is pretty close to us. She has 200 less than us, and she's really strong. However, we have the most gold in the game, and we're in a good position to carry this game, as long as we make the right decisions. I'm gonna, of course, go to the mark, deny Kindred the mark, and farm my jungle. The dragon is spawning soon, and I do think I'm in a good position to fight it. Kind of looking for Kindred. Maybe he goes for his other camp? Okay, it's down. He says it's actually going in. I'm gonna flash for that. Okay, I'm gonna need to ult out. I wasn't able to get him. Oh, I'm not sure what Zed is doing. He still has his ultimate up. He didn't use his ultimate. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I could get him. I was at least trying to get him to use his ulti, and then we would trade ultis, since my ulti has a very low cooldown. As you can see on EKKO, it's almost already up. So I know we should trading ultis with him. However, my Zed was doing some crazy plays there. Okay, we're kind of grouping mid. Dragon spawning in 20 seconds, and I do want to get that, just to make sure that the enemy team does not have a chance at third dragon. But first, I'm gonna go take the mark. Kindred actually could be here. I am able to one-shot the mark. I'm pretty sure I saw Kindred. Yep, we see Kindred. Me and Zed will just chase him down, and this should be a free kill. Yeah, he's way overextended. We'll just wait for his... There we go. For his ultimate. And now we're gonna be able to get the dragon. So Kindred got very greedy for that mark. And that's also another reason why you need to make sure you're ahead versus Kindred, because he will invade you for those marks, and you need to be ready to do those fights. Good play from Zed as well to notice the Kindred there and rotate. and we're gonna be able to secure the second dragon. And that's the power of Herald, by the way. Because of Herald, I'm able to be so far ahead that it's super easy for me to secure the second dragon. So now their dream of getting Dragon Soul is done, and we still have all the gold we secured from the first Herald, and we're gonna be able to get the third dragon probably. So I'm gonna immediately go into my death cap. I actually don't think I mentioned it during the build, but for your enchant, you will either be going stasis or proto build. Both are great options. I'm gonna go probably stasis this game because the enemy team does have Kindred. So being able to stasis right before his ult ends could be super valuable. So I'm gonna go for the stasis. However, proto build is also really good for closing that distance after you use your third ability. Maybe I can look for a pick here. Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh, that was really bad. Okay, that was brilliant. I was kind of trying to get a pick on the Xayah, but oh my god, Lulu is annoying. I got exhausted. Xayah got ulted. And I was definitely not even close to being able to get that kill. Xayah is so strong with Lulu. Oof, I need to be a little more careful about how I go about these engages. However, hey, team pop off. However, EKKO is one of the best champions at dealing with champions like Xayah and Lulu. He's one of the best assassins for dealing with these types of champions because of his ulti and because of his insane damages he can do, and of course because of his AoE stun. I'm gonna immediately run top lane here. These guys are very overextended. Malphite does not have ult, but maybe me and Singe can actually chase this down. I'm gonna go around. I think we can definitely chase this down. And it's super worth it because Xayah has a big shutdown on her. I do want to get rid of Lulu first though, and to be very careful of the feathers. You don't want to chase into Xayah. Okay, me and Xayah are going to jump on the Lulu first. Okay, I'm just going to go on Xayah now. I'm going to ult away from the feathers. Okay, she didn't do the feather recall. I ulted expecting her to do the feather recall. So Malphite will go down because of my mistake. But we're going to pick up both Xayah and Lulu. And that's a big shutdown for us. We can probably rush Baron here. EKKO takes it really fast after the buffs, by the way, because of my first ability and my passive. I'm able to take Baron really, really fast. So Kindred is here for sure, because we see Yone and there's a ward there. However, I'm gonna smite it 100% of the time. And boom. So if you noticed what I did there, and this is what you need to do to secure these objectives, so it's not 50-50, I timed my third ability with smite, and I did the combo at 1200 HP, right? So I used my third ability with Infinity Orb, so that's gonna do around 500 damage, and then I have smite at 800 damage. So at around 1200, giving myself a bit of wiggle room so I don't mess it up, I immediately do that combo to pretty much secure the Baron no matter what Kindred does. His only chance would have been to jump in there and use his ultimate to bait it out, I guess, and that could have been problematic. So it was still a bit of a risk, however, it was definitely not a 50-50. Oh, Malphite is trolling. I mean, I guess he can't do anything against Xayah ulti. But it wasn't really a 50-50. We had good chances to go for that, so I was confident to go for that. Maybe we can look for a good stun here. And we're going in on the Xayah. That's a great stun. Both the Xayah and the Lulu stunned. That is game-changing. Ah. With trade flashes. But that is game changing, and Yoni's getting caught out too, and Kindred already got caught. We can maybe end the game here. We do have Baron. And that's exactly what makes EKKO so broken. These stuns are game changing. It's a 2.5 seconds AoE stun. Such an insane ability, his second ability, by the way. Yeah, we should be able to end the game now. Perfect. But don't leave yet, stick around because now we're gonna do a mid lane EKKO game, which I'm super excited about. But first let's check out the damage dealt and so on. But again, this one makes EKKO so strong in the late game. His damage is insane, but his second ability and ultimate are crazy broken spells if used correctly. We're gonna pick up our mark and our MVP. Let's go. Let's just make sure that, let's just check the damage out. Oh, actually I didn't do a lot of damage because, you know, the game ended so early. I was mostly hitting my camps. Anyway, let's jump straight into the mid lane game. And we're actually playing versus Akshan mid. And the enemy has 3 AD carries after stun on top, Ezreal ADC, and they have the mid lane Akshan. They do have quite a bit of magic damage still with the Lux. Lux, even as a support, is insane magic damage. So I don't think it's a good idea to be building armor items on EKKO. However, it's going to be a very good armor game for Ornn. We actually have a Pantheon support too, which is not very conventional. However, I personally think is really strong. He's one of the best roamers in the game, and his targeted stuns is really good for roams. Okay, so versus Aksan, we're very weak in the early game. But this is what you can do with your first ability on EKKO. So you throw your first ability once, then you throw your first ability twice, pick up the minion, and we can already base. This is why his first ability is so broken, and I'm so happy that they buffed it, because his wave clear is insane. We just destroyed that first wave. Yes, we got poked, but we're able to go directly back into the laning phase, having lost 0 minions. So again, we're going to use our first ability on the wave. Oh, we actually trade with him here. Boom. Actually didn't hit my first ability on him, but just my passive and my third ability did quite a lot. I'm just going to pick up the healing fruit here, just in case he gets any ideas. Ideally, I want to wait after my ignite finish to get the healing fruit. Maybe I can look for a cheesy kill with my stun here. Of course, this is your main combo in mid lane. You want to stay out of vision. Use your second ability so he doesn't see the animation. And then look for a stun so you can go for a no-lane. Of course, it's a very difficult laning phase. Akshan is one of the best mid laners. Okay, Pantheon. The flash stun from Pantheon. We can follow up on that. Ignite. Oh, he got the shield. Oh, but it's not enough. The double ignite is there. Oh, that's actually so useful. Because this, again, it's one of the hardest laning phases for EKKO. Having that... Oh, missed the cannon minion. Anyway. Having that early kill is going to be so useful. Good roam from the Pantheon. And we're able to get his flash as well. So now we're going to get our Boots of Mana. And I'm going to get Ring. I think I'm going to build into Lichbane this game. I do think most of the time Nashor's Tooth is better. However, the enemy team is very, very squishy. They don't have a single frontline champion. So I don't think I'm going to be getting too many ult attacks. Oh, Action is getting greedy and Pantheon is there. He's level 5 and we're only level 4. But with the help of Pantheon and our shield, we're able to pick up another one. Another good roam from Pantheon. And he's making a very hard laning phase into a super easy laning phase. Hopefully this doesn't set behind Kai'Sa too much, but very good roams from Pantheon. We like to see a support that's active on the map. And now we're gonna go base again. Unfortunately, we're not really basing in good base timings. Like before, we only got a ring, and now we're gonna finish the Sheen, and we have to leave with 400 gold, which is actually quite a lot. So we don't have great base timings here, but obviously we're gonna take 2 kills. Why not? We're 600 gold up on the Akshan now. And after this wave, we're gonna be even more. Now we're at the stage with EKKO, where our first ability one-shots the backline minions. So with just one ability and 3 ult attacks, we can actually clear the wave. And this is gonna allow us to be a mid lane or a roaming monster. So we're able to clear the wave extremely quickly. I'm actually gonna go for platings here. With my shield, I don't have my ulti, so I'm not too worried about him killing us. Gonna get my passive movement speed and just run out very casually. Oh! Oops. Good snipe from the Lux. I could have ulted there. I thought I dodged her ulti. So I didn't use my ulti. I thought I was out of range. But definitely good snipe from her to predict I'm gonna go get the healing plant. Because I dashed onto it with my third ability, right? Oof, that's actually not good. We actually lost quite a bit of our lead there. Good snipe from Lux too. And I thought I had calculated. Oh, he had 2 turret platings, almost a third. He's actually gonna ult. So he's ulting to clear out the wave, but of course I'm gonna tank the ulti so that he doesn't clear the wave. And now I have minions to push with. Oh, he's actually fighting me. I don't think you can fight that, buddy. And we're able to quickly one-shot him, ult back to full HP, and immediately start hitting the turret. So I tanked his ultimate so I would have the minions to keep pushing. He stayed on half HP to stop me from pushing, right? And we're able to secure an easy kill with a quick combo. Hello, Lux. And now we're going to be able to go back and get our Lichbane. Okay, Pantheon, you're not in your lane. This Pantheon loves roaming. Oh, it's actually a good play, too. He baited out the Kayn. Oh, I probably need to run there actually. There's a fight that's happening. Okay, we got the cane. The action has no flash. I can probably go for the action. There we go. I'm just gonna chase him down. I'm gonna get my shield. I can just flash and finish him off with my third ability. Clean. And that's another kill in the action. That's 4 now. Let's go. So the enemies are going dragon. I'm just gonna push mid lane. And we're gonna drop Herald mid. I'm actually kind of trolling. It's only Ezreal and Lux. I thought the enemy jungler was there, but no, the enemy jungler was dead. Oh, I kind of trolled there. I would have gotten both objectives, I think. Nice. And our first ability is gonna finish off Ezreal. And Kayn is actually kind of disrespecting us there. He's just sitting there. And we get the stun off on him and just quickly one-shot him. Nice. That's our 6th kill. Very, very good early game for the young EKKO player. Oh, he's going for the ulti. He's gonna take the healing. Oh, what is he doing? You cannot be doing this, fam. And Zinzao is gonna quickly clean him up. We do have our ulti, so we were safe the entire time. Gonna push out mid quickly and look for a base. So this is a very, very good start to the game. I still need to be very careful because the enemies have a lot of burst. And I can easily get one-shot this game, so I need to be careful with my ulti usage and in general how I position myself. One of the issues that EKKO has is he's not as... He's mobile, but he's not as mobile as like Zed and Fizz, for example, during his combos. And he's also not as tanky as like Diana. So you need to be very careful on how you use your second ability and your ulti to stay alive. Unfortunately, Kai'Sa went down, and maybe I can look for something here. With Pantheon, we can jump on the Lux. Oh, good flash from the Lux, by the way. She also dodged the stun with that flash. I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest. But good flash from her. Dodging the Pantheon stun. I'm just gonna stay for one more wave. Kai'Sa can probably go mid. I can maybe look for a dive here. I'm very, very strong. Oh, he dashes away from mid, but I'm just gonna chase him down, and my damage is just too high. I can ult on top of her. Oh, she left. I can probably still get her, though. Yeah, my damage is so high. I do end up dying for it. I was kind of hoping that she would stay on my ultimate, so when I ulted back, I would one-shot her. However, we'll settle for that. We gave up a shutdown, which is not that big of a deal, but... Okay, Ornn. The no mana Ornn. We're going to be able to pick up our second item, and now, of course, we're going to go for our death cap. Oh, we're so strong in this game. We're like 3,000 gold up on the action. We're actually building quite magic resist heavy. He's going for like both Maw and Witsends, and he also has armor. This is a very interesting action build. Yeah, he has armor on his boots, and then he's going full magic resist because we're just destroying him in lane. And our team doesn't really have a lot of magic damage. I guess Kai'Sa also does quite a bit of magic damage. She has AP boots. Hello, Ezreal. Oh, action is here too. Oof, I'm gonna ult for the HP heal. And maybe Pantheon can stun. Oh, he didn't go for the stun. Oh, I'm very caught out here. I'm just gonna flash away. Dodge that. Out of range of that. Well played. I can maybe go around here and still look for something. Let's jump over around. They're both very low HP, and my team is cleaning up, so good bait by us. Maybe I can get the Ezreal. I'm just gonna use that for the shield. Perfect, and the shield is more than enough to be able to clean up the Ezreal. We're gonna quickly farm the wave as well. Oh wait, Akshan was there. I didn't even see him. He was invis somewhere. My team was like pinging me. Oh! I should not have based in that bush. I should have just left. I did not expect 2 people there. Oops. So we're gonna build into Death Cap, but we're actually gonna get our proto build. And of course, we're gonna build Amplifying Tomes instead of Blasting Wand, since 2 Amplifying Tomes give 10 more AP than a Blasting Wand. A lot of people actually don't know this, but Amplifying Orb, or Amplifying Tome, gives 25 AP, while Blasting Wand gives 40. So 2 Amplifying Tomes give 50. So Amplifying Tomes and 3 Amplifying Tomes give 75 AP, while a Needlessly Large Rod, I think, gives 50? Maybe 55, I'm not sure. But Amplifying Tomes are way more valuable than needlessly large rods and blasting wands. So always get the Amplifying Tomes first and then build into the rest of the items. I'd probably go into the Tristana here. I actually did not do that much damage. Oh, the entire enemy team is here. Maybe I can look for my stun? Good stun, the Akshan, but again, not that much damage. Oh, I need to ult. Oh, I get exhausted in one shot. Damn, they have so... Oh, I guess, okay. So the Tristana has magic resist boots, which is blocking a lot of my damage. And Akshan, of course, has 2 magic resist items already. So I was definitely focusing the wrong crowd since I'm full AP. Bit of a throw from us. Actually, 3 of us went down. Okay, the tanky ADC meta. He's in Zhao. His ult is coming up. He's gonna use it to survive. Wait, he's going back in? Madman. Okay, he survives. We're Gucci. That was actually quite hard of a throw. Even though Pantheon did help us get ahead early, he's 1-4-4, so he hasn't done great since then. Oof, look at this wave clear. We love EKKO buffs. Okay, Ornn. The 1v9 machine Ornn. Dude, Ornn might be OP with the Thornmail buffs. That was actually a great fight for us. I'm coming in, Chief. Get me in there. Oh, he flashed and we followed. We probably keep chasing. Oh, yeah, stasis. I'm gonna drop the ignite. Oh, it's not enough damage. Now I need to ult. Pantheon, what are you doing? Oh, my Pantheon has lost his mind. He just flashed to try to go for the first ability snipe. What a madman. Dragon is spawning in 10 seconds, so first I'm gonna look to push this wave. Oh, she's jumping on me. Oh. I wasted my flash. I thought maybe Zinzao could jump on her too, but I guess he didn't have range. So I went in for the damage. Oh wait, that's not Dragon that's spawning, that's Baron. Oops. What do I know? I'm gonna push one more wave, and I'm gonna base to get some more AP. Oh, never mind. Ornn's going for some play over there. I can definitely come help him out. Jump on the Ezreal. Oh, we're exhausted. Oh no, and I couldn't ult because of the Lux route. I did not see Lux there, man. I didn't know she walked that way. Like, I couldn't really see the route. I got really greedy for the Ezreal kill, and neither of them will die. They're both solo HP. Oof, that sucks. If my team messes up here, the enemy could get Baron. I actually have 5 deaths, so I've messed up quite a bit this game. With my positioning and my ult usage, I need to be a little more careful with that. Okay, my team is actually winning the fight. Ezreal and Lux are very late to the fight because I left them with low HP. So the enemy team should definitely not have engaged there. They need to play around Lux and Ezreal. They're their strong points. So they can't just fight 3v4 like that. And now my team is going to Baron, which we do really fast with Kai'Sa's and Zhao, and the EKKO does a lot of damage to Baron too. I don't think I'm going to be needed though, so maybe I can look for something on Lux. Never mind. He's gonna clear the wave. Okay, Lux is very overextended here. I have my polar build too. And we can do a long chase. Okay, Ornn. Oh, there she is. Hello, Lux. She almost one-shot me, man. What is this? Oh my god, I'm gonna die to the freaking minions. We're able to clean up the Lux though. Nice. Oh, Pantheon lives. Maybe they walk into my stun. They do not. Okay, I do have my ulti, so I'm gonna use that to get back some HP. Oh, I might be dead here. Yeah, I'm definitely very overextended, and my team is not there yet. Kind of a bad play for me. Go Pantheon! Okay, he gets the Kayn. But Akshan, unfortunately, will revive both the Kayn and the Tristana. Yeah, I definitely need to play with my team or go split push. I can't be doing 1v4 team fights or 2v4 team fights like that. Crazy Zhao. Okay, Kai'Sa. Oof. Pop off team. Okay, the dragon is now spawning, so we should go get that. Of course, they got the first dragon, so there's no chance of soul. Things aren't gonna improve themselves. But we're gonna get the following 2 dragons, as it often happens. Oh, never mind, she stole it. Oof. But yeah, once you get Herald and you get that gold lead, it's super easy to secure the rest of the dragons. I'll take that blue buff, thank you very much. Kai'Sa trying to steal our blue buff. I do not think so, sir. No, sir. So we're gonna push mid lane, and now we're kind of just in this dead zone where we're looking for picks. Oh, I think Tristana is actually getting played off by our support Pantheon. Oh. Yep, there we go. I can probably jump on Lux, ult back, boom, and the first ability comes back, procs the passive, and that's the one shot that we're looking for without getting rooted this time. Probably jump on Ezreal here. Oh, he didn't get stunned. Oh, and my first ability does not hit him. That was close. If that return first ability hit, he was dead for sure. Gonna push out the wave now that we've picked a lot of them off. I don't think we can end, but we can definitely get an inhib here. I don't know, my team is backing off. We can maybe... Oh! Ezreal? What is Ezreal doing? Dude, I got confused. He just jumped on me. I like got jump scared. But he tanked my first ability, both procs, and then my third ability is enough to one-shot him. So now we're able to easily get the inhibitor. And I actually get my crown thanks to... thanks to Ornn. So usually I would base here, but I guess since I bought my item, there's no reason for me to base. So I'm just gonna try and farm their jungle. Tristana. The Baron is spawning in 20 seconds. Ezreal will be up for it, but maybe if we rush, he won't be there in time, and we can look for like a 4v5 fight. Gonna take the healing fruit and go help my team that's fighting for some reason. Kai'Sa is top side, so this isn't a good fight. I think we should just go Baron. But Kai'Sa's not there, so we can't really go Baron either. Oh, maybe we can pick off Kayn? Oof, I'm looking for the one shot on Lux, but I can't get it. She flashes away. Okay, my team was able to clean up the Zinzan and Tristana though. And we can go back in. Boom! One shot as the action. We can probably look for an end. Oh, if he stuns him, I can flash. Oh no, the Pantheon gonna stun him. Okay. He's cleaned up though. He's cleaned up. And I think my team can probably end. So if you guys enjoyed this video with the double gameplays, please let me know. I can do more double gameplay videos if you guys like this. I'll wait to show you the damage dealt and the rune damage and so on. But thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate all your support. Comment down below if you think EKKO is going to be one of the best champions this patch. Please leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more Wild Rift content.